Hi guys, in this lecture we're gonna key out the green from a non-doctrined video. So you notice here the green screen is far from being perfect. You have some wrinkles, some shades, some difference in colors. You notice here is bright, here is a bit darker. You have a problem over here. I can assure you this is not from my screen. Something happened to the camera. Nevertheless, this is what happens in real life, and this is what you should focus on. Try to take videos using any kind of green behind you and train to key this green. It's not difficult. You don't have to be in a professional studio. Just something green behind you, whatever it is, or something blue. Here we have some serious color change in the screen and we want to key it out. Fine. The first thing you want to do is to scrub through and look at the light difference within the green screen. Not the subject itself, just the green screen. Okay, if there is any difference in lighting. If there is any difference in lighting, for example, over here, the lighting changed for the green screen, split the layer and key out the green separately for each layer. Cool. So we're okay with the lighting. That's one. Second, you want to notice, okay, this is totally useless here. All we need is the subject. So the best way is to create a mask. So let's select the layer like I've done. And then we go to the rectangle tool, click and drag to create a mask just over here. The second thing you want to do after you create the mask is make sure that your subject is still inside the mask. Okay, you don't want his head to come out of the mask and stories like this. That will be so annoying. So we are fine. Let's go to now and apply the effect. We go to animation presets and in image utilities, here you are, you have the key light, the three effects put together. I click and drop. Now notice how the mask has already been blurred on the extremity. This is because key cleaner is on. So let's put it off and you have a sharp mask. I like to start like this. Now let's determine our screen color. For this, you double click on the layer. We have done this. And within the layer, you make sure that the view is set to none, okay? No effect, nothing. Before we select the color picker, of course, you want to go to status, okay? The status view here. Now, you select the color picker, come over and press Alt and start picking the colors. Now, notice this is amazing here. If I point over here, even the shirt or the blue in the shirt has become, transparent. So this is a very useful way to start, picking your colors. That's what's happening here. Okay, so if I come over here, right, and I decide, okay, this is near the face, but actually the shirt is transparent, okay? So maybe over here it will work. Let's go down to darker greens, okay, maybe over here. I like that. Shall we work with that? Let's move it a bit. This is too suspicious. Okay, so here it will be good enough. Let's select this one. And you notice here it's not like the generic video you used in the previous lecture. Really, we're not getting a lot of transparency yet. Cool. So we finish from the layer. We close it. And now we want to work with the screen gain and the screen balance. Let's press Ctrl or Command on the Mac and scrub it up to remove as much as possible, but not too much. Okay, I think I will stop just over here. Now a bit more, maybe that will be enough. Let's see the screen balance here. I don't think I want to touch it. It's obvious because it's going to start creating some transparency here. But it's totally useless here. So you don't have to use it. Just reset it to 50. You're cool with that. Notice how we have some spill of the greens. Over here, the small dots and so on. We'll see in the matte how to fix them. Cool. So let's jump now immediately to screen matte. That's really the workflow. And of course, we turn on screen matte here. Okay, I'll start with black. I'm okay. I'm trying to remove these dots from here. I think I succeeded. I'm going to go back a bit. As soon as the dots will disappear, I will be okay. Okay, they're coming back. So over here is pretty good. Okay, it's becoming a bit coarse. No problem. Now, with the clip white, you want to remove these small transparencies inside the subject itself. So I'm going to press Ctrl or Command on the Mac and go very easy to take them down. Here you are. Okay, I think I'm cool. Fine. So now we're okay. Our matte is okay. Let's see what happens when we look in the intermediate result. Do we have something cool? Not bad. It's a bit coarse here. You notice the ragged all over, but I think we got it pretty well. Okay, you notice the green has disappeared. We're cool with it. You can use here the clip rollback to get some kind of, feathering or softness around the subject. This will be very useful now here. Okay, now I want to zoom in and see, do I have green here? Well, the green is coming up a bit. Okay, not too much. Let's take it down. I think we're fine over here. Let's have this softness. It's quite beautiful. Go back to 100%. Well, actually, think about it, you're already done. Unless you want to make it a bit better. For example, remember I'm working on intermediate results. Let's put back the key cleaner. Maybe you reduce the chatter and then take this one down to 1. Let's start with 1. Okay, not bad. Let's say before, after, not much of a difference. Now, the spill suppressor here, you want to remove the green, if any, from the subject. Actually, we are doing very well. If you go to Ultra, enable it, it's pretty cool. So, you notice, guys, it's not like a miracle, but it's about, refining it the way you would like. Now, if you don't like what I've done here, you don't have to follow along 100%. You can use, for example, the shrink and grow. I will just make it a bit bigger. Okay, higher value. I don't like it. Forget it. It's about trying. Now, if you play your video, you want to make sure that everything is fine, right? And you don't have any kind of green spill or anything on the subject itself. Of course, depending on the background I want to use, I will adjust the rollback, for example, the shrink grow, or I don't know, anything that is necessary to remove the matte from around the subject. All I want you is to think about it as an easy process. Nothing is hard, provided you don't start jumping with the figures too high. And provided you're getting the results that you want. Let's go to final results here. And I think it's pretty cool. Actually, it made me more beautiful here. Now, this video will really require some good color correction. Thank you very much for listening. I'll move on to the next step in keying.